Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot. And also keep in mind, these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy.
All right, folks, here we are after market close on Monday, January 3rd. We're going to take a look at Palantir. I do cover Palantir every Monday on the channel, so if you like watching videos on Palantir and you enjoy this one, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you get them in your feed every Monday. All right, so Palantir, I took myself some long positions today. I can't remember if I added in multiple accounts or just one, but anyway, I know I added at least one, and I wanted to sort of talk through why and sort of unpack, what I'm looking at for sort of the bullish case scenario. And I want to preface this all by saying this is just a bullish theory. It's just a bullish idea. It could absolutely turn against me, and I'll also point out here where it would turn against me and why that only added to my decision to take a position today after looking at Palantir every week, like I said, for a long time. Let's first look at the day. So the day today went really nice. So we'll talk about this purple zone. This is my purple bounce zone I've been watching, but it went really nicely into close. And so I was really, really watching this action strongly because this is where a lot of stocks were sort of peaking out during power hour, right? 3 to 4 o'clock hour, and then plummeting into close. Palantir held up really nicely. This is, of course, not a guarantee of anything, but just sort of, acknowledging the strength that it went into close with. And I'm not going to leave this on the chart, but just also to point out this here trend line held up really nicely from, sorry, I'm just trying to get it on 1814. From, what was that, about 1 o'clock, 1:30, and it just held the support right in through close, which is just really, really nice to see, and gave me some sort of like, okay, Palantir, like, you're doing your thing nicely. I like it. And so then I flipped over to the daily, and I wanted to sort of see, where we were situated on the daily. And it's where we've been situated for quite some time now, which is we were stuck on this downtrend since mid-November, attempted to break, lost it, consolidated our way out of it, right along this purple zone, right, this $18-ish box. And it's obviously relied on this zone several times. Now, the difference today that I noticed late in the day was we were putting in a relatively hammerish looking candle. Now, it's not the perfect hammer, of course, but it is situated, in the sort of like vast scheme of things. Oh, year to date now does not work very well. On the vast scheme of things, it's pretty much at the bottom of a swing, right? So I know here it looks like it's just sort of like in the midst of sideways movement, but in the vast scheme, it's after certainly a selling trend, a sell-off, and that's closing situated, the price action, the body of the candle situated above this purple zone. So my theory is quite simple here. Maybe we've put in a bit of a hammer. Maybe we've tested this purple box enough, and the market is going to kick off January and maybe February with a bunch of folks ready to get back into the market, ready to sort of try to start the year off strong, jumping in, taking on some more risk, taking some longer positions, and that may help feed some stocks that have suffered greatly and longly, such as Palantir. And so that's sort of like the market psychology side of things. The chart is reliant on the purple zone, the hammerish kind of candle, and the idea that, if we can break through this 1892 and 1930, we might have a lot of run room toward 21 there. If this chart continues to play up, there is like a spot right here around 20, of course, as you would imagine. There's like a strong psychological zone at 20. But that's sort of my thoughts. Now, the other reason I thought it made sense to take the risk at this position was because this purple box, comes down to, like I said, like 1802. So to my mind, if we flip $18, let's just call it, from support to resistance, that'll be my obvious point at which to say, okay, this play didn't turn the way that I thought it would, or who knows, maybe it flips it and then comes back and reclaims, and I can sort of play this same scenario out, but just, in a few days or in a few weeks or what have you. But, so to me, it felt like the risk is relatively minimal, right? If it drops about 50 cents, then I'll call my play a bust, and that'll be that. And if it starts to take off, we're good to go. If it continues sideways, they're call options, so they're going to bleed the time decay. But that will also become apparent, right? If it just continues to be stuck between this range, this purple box, which the top of which is like 1830, and this 1892, which is called $19 level, right? If it just continues to bat itself around there, then it'll also become apparent that, okay, there's not really sort of like the gusto for a big move here like I thought there might be. Pulling in, what it's been wrestling with here for a while, this 12 EMA, still is just the situated quite a bit under the MA itself. But the decent thing there, to my mind, is that won't add strong resistance until we get there, which would be well into the 20s. Now, I don't know if it'll get all the way there on this move or when, but to me, it seemed like there's potential for some run room, potential for some psychology to feed that run room, and I'm close into the risk, right? Like I said, it's about 50 cents, which will be amplified greatly on a call option, but that's the risk that I'm willing to take. So that's my position on the chart at the moment. That's why I jumped in to the long side today, and that's my idea. But of course, come up with your own ideas, theories, what have you, and make your decisions based on that. But this is just me sharing. All right, folks. Well, I hope that your trading year got off to a good start today. And as always, I appreciate you watching. I will see you in the next video.